Man, it's been a while. It's been a while. Um, so I had a few people ask me uh, on just in comments on the YouTube channel, sometimes in person and sometimes even do like DMs and all that stuff about what does beast mean? Because unfortunately, I know we have some people out there that think the concept of beast is a negative thing. Because I get it. If you are a person of faith when it comes to Christianity, the term beast is used as a negative, connotation as a representation of the devil. I get that. I do get that. And I was raised as Christian. I was grown up in the faith as well. But I see the term beast, and in my mind, I was like, what? I don't want to give the devil or the enemy that word. They don't deserve that kind of that word. It is. I get it. It's looked at as Christian, in Christianity, as a negative thing, and I respect that. But looking at our world now, our youth at the time, the term beast was something that was a way to explain to people how great people were. Like, it was something like, yo, LeBron James is a beast, Michael Jordan is the beast. Like, it was a thing that a lot of us used to determine how great and yeah, how great a person was at certain things, and it was a term of endearment. But not a lot of people, or not some people, agree with it. I'm like, I respect it. Everybody has different ways of viewing it. I respect it. I respect it. But it was a way for me to connect with a lot of my youth. I was like, all right, cool. If they're using beast as a term of endearment, and to recognize people who are great at doing something, because they were just a person that stood out and did some different things. I was like, all right, cool. Let's change it into something positive. Let's use this term. Let's use this word and make it into something positive. Make it into an acronym. I started this acronym when I was 14. When I first started as a youth camp, summer camp counselor at a Christian camp. And people knew me. People knew me who it had nothing to do with negativity. It had nothing to do with the devil. It had nothing to do with evil. It had nothing to do with that. And people understood that. People understood this is something that motivated kids. So BEAST, if you don't know, BEAST stands for Be Yourself, Experience Life at its Full Potential, Achieve Greatness, Shine Like No Other, and Testimony. All right? These are 5 steps or 5 ideas to help our youth become or be the best that they can possibly be in life. You have to embrace being yourself. As a person, for me, as a person of faith, we're not supposed to blend in with the rest of this world. We're supposed to stand out and be unique, be the radical person, be the person that God wants you to be, and be different. Be different. It's okay being unique. It's okay being different, because that's who we are as people. We have to be different. And then experience life with the full potential is, don't be afraid to travel. Don't be afraid to see what life has. Don't be afraid to see what this world, and the positive actions and positive, a beautiful creation that God has given us. Go out and look at it. Embrace what it is. Look at what He's created for us to love and to acknowledge. And take care of. Achieve greatness is simple. Strive to achieve the biggest and best goals and dreams in your life that you really want to go for. Don't allow society, stereotypes or anything that people use to hold people back. Don't allow those things to stifle your growth in life. Achieve those greatness, those great opportunities, and achieve those goals that you've planned and that God has planned for you. Like, I've noticed so many youth that I've had as campers go on after high school and college to do some great things, and they're still doing great things. It's amazing. And then shine like no others. It's very similar to being yourself. Don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone and try something new, and build your skills, build your talents, strengthen who you are as a person, and shine like nobody else. It's okay to stand out. You don't have to blend in to a group. You don't have to do that. It's okay to be the one that stands out, looks different, dresses differently, talks differently, and just be positive. Be a positive influence to somebody else. It's okay. And in testimony, simple. If you make it somewhere, if you're doing successful for yourself, if you're doing very well for yourself and you're successful, be willing and able to share your story and your journey with somebody else. Maybe the next generation coming up after you. Don't be afraid, and don't forget where you came from, and be able to share your story, your testimony, your journey with somebody else that was in the same similar shoes as you, as a child. Don't be afraid to say, hey, I know exactly what you're going through, and this is how I did it. This is how I got through it. And implant that positive mindset in them and say, hey, you can achieve anything you want to achieve. I'm doing it now. You can do it too. It's stuff like that. So the reason why I had to break this down, usually I'm not a person that gets offended very easily at all. I don't really allow things to get at me. But one thing I just want to make people understand that everything I do when it comes to that revolves the beast mode mindset, or true beast mode brand, or the beast initiative push, or anything that involves my beast brand, it has nothing to do with evil, has nothing to do with the devil, has nothing to do with negativity. It has nothing to do with that at all. And it's unfortunate that people would see the term beast and think this thing is terrible. It's like the devil. You're not doing the work that you're supposed to be doing. You're implanting his lies and all this. I'm like, if you only knew who I am as a person and what I do in my community and what we do together as a community to help our young generation look for a positive outcome in life and look for a purpose to live, and the opportunities to grow and have that beast mode mindset and say, hey, I can do this. Nothing's going to stop me. I want to live and shine the way I'm supposed to. Like, we do so much. And to have people look at just, actually, I'm going to use the old term, to have people judge a book by its cover, or the title of the cover, and not understand what we're doing in our community, and not realizing the lives that we are helped to changing, and the connections that we are making to help push our youth, our next generation further. That's where I had the problem. And it's not a lot of people, because a lot of people that I know, and people who actually understand and support, I appreciate that support. They've been here for a while, and they've been here and understand what we do and see what we do firsthand, and know that has nothing to do with negativity. It has nothing to do with the devil. It has nothing to do with any of that evil. That has nothing to do with that. But unfortunately, we do have that small group of people who will continue to judge the book by the cover, and not understanding to say, hey, I see what you're doing. Like, I know what you're doing. I witness the change that you're doing in your community, the change that the beast program, the beast mindset is bringing to the community and the youth in our community, that pushes them to be the best they can be. I see it. I have testimonies. I have witnesses. I have youth that I've worked with for over the years, and they can tell you, they remember, the beast mode mindset. They remember, our group that we had. They remember how, like, the life lessons I was able to teach them, to say, hey, you can do what you want. You can be who you want to be in life, and don't allow anybody to stop you. Like, they are living that. They're living that. They remember, true beast mode. They understand what we are about. But yeah, it has nothing to do with any kind of negativity, and I wanted to make sure that was addressed. But unfortunately, again, a lot of people will understand it, but some people won't get it. They won't get it. It is what it is. We're not going to be able to. We're not going to be able to appease or to please anybody, and everybody. I get that. It is what it is. But it's not going to stop us. It's not going to stop the Beast Mode family, the Beast family, to continuing to give back to our community, to be able to give them opportunities to grow, to go to college, to get connected to colleges, get connected to job opportunities, to get connected to those mentors and role models in our community. It's not going to stop us from continuing to better our people, or better our community, and better our youth. It's not going to stop us. As I was growing up, I was always told that, if you're doing something right if somebody's upset about what you're doing. If one person is, if so many people are like, hey, you're doing great, I love what you're doing, they see the positive things in it, and there's one person, at least one person, that's saying, I don't agree with you, so be it. It is what it is. If they don't agree with it, okay. It's not going to stop us from continuing to do what we got to do, because I know what we're doing. I see the progress. I see what this movement is about. It has nothing, like I said, it has nothing to do with negativity. Nothing about negativity, nothing about evil, nothing about the devil. I don't understand why it's so hard for people to understand that. We continue to tell people that and show people that, but they don't understand it. They won't get it. But yeah, I had to do this quick video to explain to certain people about why B.E.A.S.T was started. It was started to empower and encourage youth to be the best people that they can possibly be in this lifetime, so they can shine and thrive and be able to motivate and inspire the next generation coming up after them. And I truly, as a person of faith, a child of God, I truly believe that this was my purpose, to share with them that their lives has a purpose. Their lives have purpose. And living in a city where a lot of youth don't see any purpose in life, and living in life in general, with all the stuff that's going on, and gun violence, and shootings, and fights, and all this stuff, all the negative things going on around them. The B.E.A.S.T initiative push, the B.E.A.S.T program, the B.E.A.S.T mode mindset was able to shine a light to say, hey, you don't have to follow the group. You don't have to follow the stereotypes. You don't have to be who society tells you that you need to be. You can be something different. You are created by God for a different purpose, for a more positive purpose. You can be somebody that can change this world for the better. You can add on to that piece of the puzzle. And for people to not see that work that we're doing, not just me, it's not even just me, it's the community behind what we're doing. It's the people that see me and know me since I was a kid, that know and understand my heart and my purpose in my life, and why I do what I do. And to have people outside of that bubble look at the cover of what we're doing and say, this is wrong, this is evil, this is not right, you're not representing anybody, you're not representing, this, that, and this, it's so uncalled for. We're trying to save lives. We're trying to help our community. We're helping our youth look at life in a different lens and understand that they have a purpose on this earth. That, and honestly, the negative feedback that we get, it doesn't really drive me. It doesn't really, encourage me to do what I gotta do. It's just, I laugh at it. It's like, wow, I can't believe you guys don't, you guys are looking at something positive and attacking it because it's something that you look at the name and you don't agree with. We're not 2 years old. Come on, we're come on now. Come on, let's get real. Let's get real. Look at the purpose. Look at what we're doing. Look at we're doing some great, incredible things here, and I thank God every single day for me to have this opportunity to do these kind of things. Because I was, I'm not able to do what I do now if it wasn't for God giving me the opportunities to learn from where I was at. I grew up going to a Christian camp called the Lighthouse, the one I actually worked at when I was 14 years old. But I grew up going to the after school programs, the teen programs, the summer camps, and I learned so much about loving everyone and being compassionate and serving and giving back, and everything that I am today. I give so much credit to that Lighthouse program because of what they were able to teach me. You know, not judging a book by its cover, not putting hate in our hearts, not having hate in our hearts, um, not having so much, not having an evil mindset, not having a negative vibe about my spirit. I always taught, just keep allowing God to work within you and to do what He's calling you to do. So I'll listen to that. I listened to that for years. After I aged out of the program, I couldn't go back to the summer camp anymore because I was too old. Went to high school. 14 years old, I volunteered my time as a summer camp counselor. Learned for years after that until I went to college about what the summer camp's about, and as a counselor, not a camper anymore, but as a counselor, and where I could fit in to be able to help serve the community, help the youth understand their purpose, and instill that beast mode mindset into them. Say, hey, you got this. You can be the best you could possibly be, and they are. So many of them are, but some, of course, unfortunately, some of them slip through the cracks, and we're still trying to work with them and trying to connect them to the right people and all that stuff. But we were able to make a difference. People still remember Mr. Beast Mode, Mr. LeQuinn. They still remember me. They still remember me, and they still remember what we were trying to do as the group, and to understand that we were pushing them to be better each and every day. And at the time, they were stuck on their cell phones, all that, trying to impress each other, boys impressing the girls, and all that stuff. But my supervisor challenged us as counselors to say, hey, it is our job to keep these kids active and motivated and wanting to come back to camp and having some good time. And that's when I had my group of boys and said, hey, you guys are beasts. Don't try to impress anybody. Understand who you are as a person first. Understand who you are and what your purpose is as a person first, before you even try to attract anybody's attention or anything like that. You only gotta do is work within your soul, let God work within you, and let God help you understand who you are as a person and why you're here. What's your purpose? That's what we did. That's what we did, and we're still doing that today. Even after I left, went to college, I was doing my thing up there. Working with another camp and all that, and I came home and got an opportunity for 2 years to run the camp I went to and I worked at. I was the director for its last 2 years. After funding was over, funding was cut and all that stuff, I was the director for the program for 2 years, 2 summers, and it was the best summer experience I've ever had. Those 2 summers were amazing. I was able to help the youth understand who they are. I gathered counselors together who understood the purpose, understood the passion, understood why we did what we did, to help the youth grow and and understand that there's more to life outside of our city limits. When we took them to different trips, we took them to different things, and we taught them the Word of God, and we did our best to let them understand that their lives have purpose, and the society norms isn't what's going to stop them from growing. And it's just incredible, y'all. It's incredible. It's incredible. And it's just the beginning of what we want to do. We want to be able to do more programming. We want to be able to do more of teaching them different things. And we're doing some great things, y'all. We're doing some incredible things. I just like I said, I wanted to make this video to talk to those who look at me as a bad example for the kids, not understanding who I am, what my journey is, what I'm doing, what our community is doing, and only judging us by the book, or judging us by the cover of our book, of our story, and of our journey. They see the label and they automatically think this is a negative thing, not understanding that it has nothing to do with negativity at all. But again, like I said, you can't please everybody. You're not. I'm not. And quite frankly, I don't care. I'm not. If you don't understand what we're doing and you don't want to, you refuse to give us a chance. Like, you refuse to see the positive outcome coming from this program or from our beast mode initiative or whatever. If you refuse to get it, that is on you. That's your choice. You have that opportunity. You have that freedom. But understand, I'm not going to allow you to talk bad about what we do if you don't know what we're doing. Because all you see is the word beast, and he's like, oh, this is the devil, this is evil, this is wrong. Get to know us first. Get to know who you're talking. Like, get to know who we are, what our purpose is, and why we do what we do. It has nothing to do with negativity. It has nothing to do with the devil. It has nothing to do with evil at all. Like, come on now. Let's get it right. All right. If you don't like people, like, one thing about me as a Christian, I never. I was a bit like, when I first, continued growing up and understood what I was doing, I was trying to figure out why people judge Christians as judgmental and all that stuff. It was such a huge issue that I never understood, and I was offended for a while. But I understand. Like, I got to the point of, like, you know what? I don't like when people judge us by a title, because we're Christians, and we believe in certain things. But people, labeled us and said, "Oh, you guys are hating, homophobic, all these other things." There was so much stuff behind it. But I got to the point of, like, you know what? That's what they perceive. Well, let me be the example, and I want them to see, like, hey, not all of us hate people. Like, we don't hate everybody. We don't hate everybody. I was raised in the faith to love everyone and treat them the way I want them to treat me, with love, respect, compassion. And I do that every single time. Yes, I might have debates with people with, different topics and all that stuff, but I would never degrade them in a way that people think I do in words. It's never that. The people that I debate with on, social media, I know them personally. They know my heart. They know who I am, and they know that I can come to me with any conversation. We can have a conversation. We won't argue. I'm not an arguer. I will not argue. But if we can have a mature conversation about things, oh, we're all for it. They know my heart. I love them. They're my siblings, and I love them. So I will respect them with love, and treat them with love, and I will talk to them with love and not hate, and not with this negative vibe. I'm not doing that. And that's what I want people to understand about who I am as True Beast Mode 31 and the Beast Initiative and the Beast Mode mindset. I want them to understand that it is not anything negative. It is positive that comes out of this thing. All right, it's a positive thing that comes out of this, and I need you guys to understand that. People who know me, people who know what we do, people who have been here since day one, and people who have come along with us at our streaming journey and our esports journey and all that stuff that we have done for the community and to give back to the community, they know, they understand, they get it. But those who are not, and they still continue to criticize what we do, I can't stop you. This is what it is. Still love you. We still love you. This is what it is. As and yeah, it's what it is. I truly hope you change your mind about things. But if not, it is what it is. I can't stop you. It is what it is. But the Beast family is still growing, and we're still doing what we got to do to get back to the community. And we're not stopping. The Beast, we are doing some great things in our community, helping, changing lives, and inspiring and motivating and encouraging our youth to be the best that they can be, because that's what God wants them to do, and be the best that they can possibly be. So we continue to do what we do. But that's all the time I have for the day for this podcast. Just for this video, this episode. I haven't done one in a while. Just a lot of things happen. I just got recently engaged, so there's so much stuff going on in my personal life that I'm so thankful to God about, and I love what we're doing. We're growing with the B.E.A.S.T program. We're getting opportunities to do more gaming events for the community. We're doing some great things with the B.E.A.S.T podcast. We're doing some incredible things to give the youth the opportunity to grow and our community to grow. And I'm so thankful for everybody that's been a huge supporter of me, the B.E.A.S.T program, and just everything that we do. I appreciate you guys. We'll talk more about some other topics, but I wanted to get this video out there. I wanted to get this video across, because the negative vibes that some people are trying to bring to what we're doing, it's going to happen. I mean, it's going to continue to happen. It is what it is. But we will continue to do what we need to do to help our youth, help our people, help our communities, help everybody be the best that they can possibly be with the B.E.A.S.T mindset. All right. Again, thank you so much for being here, everybody. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. If you love what you see, if you want to see more, there's gaming videos out there. There's B.E.A.S.T highlights that we do hopefully every week. We're trying to get that back. But definitely hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, leave a comment. And I hope this video helps you understand what we do, what the B.E.A.S.T acronym actually stands for. And I'm telling you, it's nothing negative. It's all been positive, and it always will be positive. Like I said, the people who know me, who know what we're doing, they get it, they understand, and they see the benefits, and they see the production. They see why we do what we do, and they see the meaning behind it, and the youth understand it. And we're continuing to do what we got to do to give back. That's what we do. We want to get back to the community, help our community thrive through gaming. All right. But again, thank you so much for everybody for coming through, watching this video. Again, if you love what you see, you guys check out the videos. If you guys like previously for this video, hit the subscribe button if you'd like to see more content. If you love this video, if you guys want to know more, hit the like button, hit comment, whatever you want to do, comment. And let's continue to grow. We got this. All right. Continue that B.E.A.S.T mindset. Continue being a good person in life, and continue sharing the positive energy that you have to the community, to the world, because we need it. We all need it right now. Okay. But again, thank you. See you guys soon again.